A manager reviewed an invoice for $4,800. The approval was real. But before execution, the AI agent refreshed the record, the amount became $48,000, and the payment service checked only one flag: approved. It paid 10 times what the manager saw. That is an illustrative scenario, not a reported incident. The control failure is still concrete. The human approved one version of an action. The system executed another. Every identity can be valid, every permission can be valid, and the approval can still be meaningless if it is not bound to the exact request. Approval integrity asks one narrow question: did the agent execute exactly what the reviewer saw and approved? Segregation of duties decides who may approve. Identity proves who the actors are. Action routing decides where the request goes. Approval integrity protects the amount, recipient, account, object, version, and action between review and execution. Build the AI Agent Approval Integrity Autopilot in 6 parts. First, create a canonical approval envelope. Capture the requested action, invoice, and vendor identifiers, amount, currency, recipient, destination account, effective date, and every other material field. Normalize the representation so harmless formatting differences do not create false mismatches, while real business changes can never disappear inside an unstructured prompt. Second, freeze the version and compute a fingerprint. Record the authoritative object version, the policy version used for the decision, and a deterministic fingerprint of the canonical envelope. The approval must refer to that immutable snapshot, not to a mutable invoice ID and not to a generic status field such as approved equals true. Third, show the reviewer an exact decision packet. Put the material fields in human-readable form. Highlight what changed since the last review. Show the proposed action, recipient, amount, source, risk, policy result, and expiry. The reviewer must know what will happen, not merely that an agent wants permission to continue. Fourth, bind the decision. Store the exact request fingerprint, approver identity, approval result, policy version, issue time, expiry time, and a one-time nonce. Sign or otherwise protect that record against tampering. The authorization is valid for one defined operation, for a short period, under one policy context. It is not a reusable pass for anything sharing the same invoice number. Fifth, revalidate immediately before execution. Reread the authoritative object, rebuild the canonical envelope, and recompute its fingerprint inside the execution path. Verify that the approval is unexpired, unused, issued by an authorized reviewer, and still valid under the current policy. Then compare the approved fingerprint with the exact payload that the payment tool will receive. Sixth, invalidate on any material change. If the amount, recipient, destination account, action, object version, policy, or expiry differs, stop. Do not patch the old approval. Do not silently accept a percentage tolerance. Build a fresh decision packet and request a new approval. If the match succeeds, consume the authorization once, execute only the bound action, reconcile the real outcome, and retain a decision receipt that links review, execution, and result. Now replay the scenario. The manager approves $4,800 for a named recipient and account. The agent later reads $48,000. The execution gate recomputes the fingerprint, detects the mismatch, invalidates the decision, and routes the changed request back for review. Nothing reaches the payment rail until the reviewer sees the new facts. That is the AI Agent Approval Integrity Autopilot. Canonicalize the request, freeze its version, show the exact fields, bind the decision, revalidate at execution, and invalidate every material change. A green approval flag is not authorization. The executed action must be provably identical to the action the human approved.